back to Spectrums. Our first guest is against interracial relationships, but she is happily married in her very own. Please help us welcome Nicky Petersen. Hello, Diva. Hello.
You should have came in with that coat on.
I know. Hello, how are you?
Good.
So, like we were saying, you are against interracial dating and relationships. However, you're married to a white man,
Which is like mind-boggling.
Yeah,
so do tell.
and you know the audience is thinking, well, how can you be married to a white man and be against interracial relationships? What's the difference?
I don't want my children dating outside of the race.
Wow. Dude, why? Hello.
I mean, include my daughter, who is biracial. I want her to date a black man, not a white man.
What about
But how
biracial?
is that-
Her
wait,
is
wait.
a white man.
How is that outside of her race? Now she's African American and Caucasian.
True. I mean, she actually has more percentage of Caucasian in her, but you don't matter how much percent black you got in you, you're still black.
One drop.
Okay, but but why?
I went to a predominantly white high school, so I seen a lot of things that happen, like to my friends, like getting kicked out of their houses for talking to a black guy on the phone, or the black guys will call them on the phone, and and they will be called the N-word, and and things like that. And I don't want I'm a very protective mother, and I'd be locked up somewhere if that happened to my children.
So why don't you let each issue, I guess, be its own? Like, because everybody isn't like that.
I know, but even in my relationship, I'm dealing with it. So
your husband's family?
Yeah, my husband's family.
Okay, so it's more a thing of you don't want your children to go through what you've been through.
Right,
what
what
you
I've
already
been
know.
through and what I've, yes, exactly.
But do you think that even with your children being biracial, do you think that even if they were to date a black man, the mama might be like, this high yellow, you know what I mean? Like, just talk about her because she's mixed.
It doesn't have to be a color.
Yeah, it could
it could be anything.
Right.
Anything, yeah.
I think as black people, we're a little bit more accepting than white people, because
I don't know.
Wait, no, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm excited.
At least for my family, I'll say
Okay.
it that way. I mean, no one ever discriminated against my husband when we got married. I mean, everybody was welcoming. And it was total opposite with his family, including with our daughter. I mean, I can count on my hand how many times his parents have spent with her, when she'll be 6 years old this year.
Wow. Okay, so we're on your husband now. How did you guys even met? If you, first of all, meet. Tell us, what is your ideal man?
My ideal man?
Yeah.
Tall.
Please be your husband.
Dark. I like
Say it.
This is like, sorry, but I'm like, it doesn't even go together. Okay, sorry.
No, only if your couple.
Respecting your
opinion.
opinion.
He knows. I tell him all the
that's
time.
thing. Yeah.
I like chocolate men, like dark skin.
Why did you marry him?
So,
Thank you.
So how did you guys? So now, how did you guys get married?
It was his heart. I never in my life met someone like him.
Wow.
And I was holding back for a while because of his race. I wouldn't date him. I would just be like, oh yeah, we can go to a basketball game, and stuff like that, and I wouldn't date him. And a couple of things happened that I was like, and I talked to my mother, and I was like, I'd be so stupid to pass up on this man, because I'd never find somebody else like this.
Exactly, and that's how it should be in any relationship. And then you say it's his heart.
To cry,
you said it's his heart, because his heart.
No, I got something to
all
say.
of our hearts beat the same blood pumped through it. So shouldn't it go away from race and then just to how he is as a person or she, depending on which one of your children date?
Thank you. That's what I wanted to get to with the kids now. Going back.
I mean, where we live at, they don't got much choices. But I know I should look at it that way.
But
I don't want them to go through the other stuff before they get to that one person that has a good heart.
That is
so you think you're protecting them?
Oh yeah.
So you have a son that goes to a predominantly white school. So, that's why you strongly.
It's more so because of him.
So is he dating? He knows what happens on the other end of the
from the
telephone.
black male
Right.
versus
Yes, he has a little girlfriend.
Is she white or black?
White.
That's what he's used to.
But do you think
that's what his environment
wait.
is.
Okay, because that is his environment. But if he's dating her, is she a sweet girl?
I haven't met her. I think
Okay.
it's
I can't bring it to you. I feel like you're being like those white families with how you are, with saying, I don't want you to date a white girl,
like,
and I'm not going to accept her, and you can't bring her home. And don't you think you're kind of perpetuating that?
Yes.
I guess my
You don't have a problem with it.
But that's fair. That's parenthood, I guess. That's how you do your
My
family.
concern is this, because and just help me. When you're dealing with your and you say you want to protect them from certain issues that they may have to deal with because of interracial relationships. So, you're more concerned with them dealing with the image and maybe those type of issues versus maybe them getting into an abusive relationship or getting into, let's say that they are dating the person of the same race, and that person doesn't treat them right. Are you more happy with them being with someone in their race versus someone that actually cares about them?
No, I mean, if they're with someone like that, I'm totally against that too.
Okay.
I mean, as a protective mother.
Okay, it's just overall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just protecting them from anything bad is what you're trying to do.
Oh,
So what if your son meets a white girl who's nice, the family is accepting of him, then would you be okay with it?
Yes, long as I know that they're not like what I've seen in the past. Or what
So
I've
for
experienced.
you, it seems like it's more that you're protective of your children in pain than anything else.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Well, we've sat with Nikki and we know her side. We definitely have to hear from her husband, Eric. So if you guys stay tuned, we'll hear Eric's side.
Well, welcome back to Spectrums, everybody. You have heard his wife's view. Now we can hear his view. Let's please help us welcome Vice President and co-owner of Krenz and Company, Eric Petersen.
You got some people out there in the audience. Eric?
Yeah, I see that.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Great. Awesome.
Wow.
So we heard your wife's side.
Right. She got some very strong
views. And
Yeah.
You guys actually raised your son that you had from a previous marriage, and then you also have a biracial daughter. How do you feel about interracial dating?
I mean, I don't have a problem, to be honest. I mean, I look beyond their skin color and realize just the type of